What is up guys, it's Jordan here and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be stirring the pot a little bit with the Siege community. We're going to be getting some mixed opinions. I know because I've made videos like this before and there's always a small group of people that just get angry at it. I never understand why, but nonetheless I have my salt spoon. I'm ready to get stirring. We're going to be diving into a video talking about whether or not Siege is getting boring. Now despite the fact that I know some people are going to take this the wrong way and just not watch the video and comment whatever, this video is not meant to be me pushing anything on you. It's a discussion video. I'm going to talk about some facts, some community opinions, my opinions, and then obviously we're going to go through it in the comments with you guys and get everyone's opinion on it. I just said the word opinion a lot of times. You get the idea. It's a discussion video. So if you've made it this far, then I please do urge you to watch the entire video and leave your full opinion in the comments. Don't just read the title and reply with your instant thoughts on it, because when people do that, it normally results in them getting angry because they think that I'm just making a statement when I'm not. It's me talking about it and getting everyone's thoughts in it. So as I said, I'm going to be doing a bit of a plan. I got something in front of me here which I'm going to be going through. I've broken this video down into 3 sections. We're going to go with facts, community opinions, and then my opinions. I also want to mention that this is pre-zombie mode. Now you'll understand why I'm saying this when you see some of the points, so do bear that in mind. It will make sense when I go through the points. So we're going to kick this video off with facts. The first thing is that Siege's player count is still very strong and growing. There is no signs of Siege dying, even though that's in the title, because clickbait, well, nah, it's not really, I mean, I suppose it's a little bit clickbait, maybe a tiny bit of clickbait, but it's YouTube. You gotta do what you gotta do, okay? But the game itself isn't actually dying in terms of player count. It's going very strong, and there are tons of people enjoying it, and it is still definitely one of, if not probably the most popular competitive game. Nah, not the most. Definitely one of the top most competitive games out there at the moment. If you look on their, if you look on Ubisoft's Twitter, they were recently announcing how many people are playing it and how long the game's been around and all the seasons that have come out, and it's quite impressive. Bearing in mind that games these days come out with like no content and then just die off very quickly, it's very impressive that the game is still around. You may or may not remember that when the game came out, it was basically predicted to be a cash grab that was going to die within a few weeks, and even me, a hardcore Rainbow Six fan, I thought it was going to die. I thought it was going to be nothing, and yet here we are so many years later and the game's bigger than it's ever been before. The next one is more original players are taking a break from the game than ever before, and lots of new players are actually coming in. Now this is, I've put it in as a fact, but I know that there are going to be some people that challenge it, and that's fine. But if you look online, and obviously I'm quite invested in the Siege community because I'm a YouTuber based around it, there are tons of people who are original players that I know of that are definitely taking a break from it, and of course that's going to happen because of the limited selection of modes in the game. Anything you love you can get burnt out of. Like if I started eating a Big Mac every day, even though I think the Big Macs are like the nectar of the gods, I'm sure I would get bored of it within a couple of weeks or die, you know, either way. But still, you get the point. People do get bored of it, and there hasn't been massive alterations to the game modes. The game itself has had lots of different iterations with new characters, features, and all sorts of things, but the game modes themselves have stayed pretty similar. So that goes on to my next point, which is a lot of OG players have been wanting new content, something different. Again, this is the point I was talking about, where this is pre-zombies. I know zombies is something completely new, but it's not out yet, so I'm not including it. So besides that, OG players have said for ages that they wanted a new game mode. We were promised new game modes a long time ago when the game first came out. That never actually happened. So of course a lot of people are definitely starting to get to the point where they're like, hey, we've been playing Bomb, Hostage, and Secure the Area for like 3 years now. Come on, give us something new. We don't talk about Terrorist Hunt. That's not even a mode. Terrorist Hunt is barely even a mode. It's just, I don't even know why it's there, to be honest. No one really plays it as far as I'm aware. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe someone here likes it. I don't think many people do though. So to summarize that all, the final point is Siege is most likely not going to be dying anytime soon. So if any of you were like clicking on this worried that Siege is actually going to die like immediately, no, it's not going anywhere anytime soon, unless of course Ubisoft somehow spectacularly messes it up. Almost swore then, almost got demonetized, gotta watch out for that. But yeah, so the game is here, like it's not going anywhere, so don't worry. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. Now we're gonna go into the community opinions. This is a collection of opinions from people that I know, that I play with, that I talk with, as well as Twitter, watching other people's tweets, watching other creators' YouTube videos, literally everything Siege community related as where these points have come from. The first one is people get bored and angry with bugs and issues taking too long to be fixed and constantly being present. This one doesn't need any explaining. Siege, I don't think Siege has ever had a point in its life where it's been completely bug-free. Like, look, like a few weeks ago, we've had the whole Jaeger thing going on. That's ridiculous. That's game-breaking, and it's taken them quite a while to fix it. I know they've said they're going to fix it like this week or next week, but something as game-breaking as that should have been fixed ages ago. There have been tons of game-breaking bugs, and when your game is centered around competitive playing, like, you should squash those before it goes past the testing phase. The fact that so many game-breaking bugs have slipped past the testing phase or the beta test or whatever you want to call it is really quite bad, because that should not be happening. I get that a game's going to have bugs, small bugs, you know, it's fine to accept that. Well, not really, but in today's standards for gaming, it's fine to have some bugs. But when you have things that give people an advantage in a competitive game and an esports game, that's really not acceptable, and unsurprisingly pisses people off a hell of a lot. The next point is some, in brackets, I've put not too many because it's not a big thing, but some people are bored of the ranked rotation. Now, I actually fall into this category myself. I'm not a huge fan of ranked rotation. I'm probably just a bit salty because Hereford was removed. I love that map, but I think a lot of people were hoping that they would shake up the rotation and change it regularly, but that's not really been the case. So we've now been left with the same set of maps, barring the DLC ones, for quite a while, and it does get boring. I get that they were trying to get it along with esports, and I also heard that it's to do with consoles having a limit on like update size or something like that. That one I'm not too sure on. I just heard that from Bubba. Go blame him on his Twitter if it's wrong. But yeah, a lot of people have said that, you know, they kind of want to get the other maps into ranked as well, because I know everyone says you can go and play them in casual, but there are tons of people that really couldn't care less about casual, and for those people, they can't play some of their favorite maps without fully enjoying the game as they do with ranked. Like I said, I kind of fall into that category. I don't think it's a major issue, but I definitely do miss some of the older maps, and I don't play casual at all unless I'm warming up, because generally it's kind of like a cancerous experience, and I try to stay as clear as that as I possibly can. Next point, kind of already said this one, but it's a very big community one. People are getting bored with the limited game modes and want new and refreshing content that is completely different from new operators, new maps, and gameplay tweaks. There's not a lot to say about this that I haven't already said. We just, like, people just want new modes. Again, pre-zombies, hopefully zombies will give us something really new and exciting, but a new mode for ranked would be very interesting, something that people have wanted for ages. The final one is something that I've just included because I'm surprised that people are still talking about it. I've kind of forgotten about it, but people still don't like the leveling system, because barring ranked, there's no progression in the game. I mean, you can buy items and things, but there's no progression in terms of leveling up. Like, you don't really get anything for leveling. It doesn't mean anything, and I'm surprised the amount of people that still tweet about this, because I've just kind of fully accepted that the leveling system is just there for people to kind of gauge how good they think you are when they see the number. But people want the leveling system to be fixed. I don't think it's going to happen, because how would you fix it when you already have people that are like level 300, 400 or something ridiculous like that? But nonetheless, it's something that people don't really like about Siege, and they think it hurts the longevity of the game, which I understand, because progression is a big thing in keeping people engaged. So that was all of the community opinions. Now I'm going to move on to my personal opinion. So the first thing is, I agree that the current modes and content are getting less interesting. I have found myself taking more and more breaks from the game lately, and that's kind of sad to me, because there are times when I really want to get into Siege. Luckily right now I'm really into it, but there are times when I'm like, oh, I really want to play Siege, and I just don't enjoy it as much as I used to. So I go and take a break, then come back and I really enjoy it, and it's just like a weird cycle right now for me. But the thing is, I have played this game so much that there are some times when I'm just like playing it and I'm not putting my all into it, because I'm just slightly bored of the map I'm on, especially with the new map ranked rotation thingamajig. It's getting even more boring. And actually, that's also my last point. I just included my last point in there by accident, so I might as well just merge them in there. Yeah, I'm kind of bored of the rotation map thing, if you couldn't guess. I don't like it. Like I said earlier, it's not like a huge thing, but I just really wish they would maybe shake it up every season at the very least, just so I can play some of the old maps that I enjoy without it having to be casual. So the second point, which is now the last point, because I managed to muck it up royally, almost swore again. God, I'm dying to lose money from demonetization. I'm finding it hard to get excited about the DLC, as it always follows the same pattern. Now, for many people, they're totally okay with this, but I think after like nearly 3 years, or 2 and a bit years, I think that the DLC pattern could do with a slight shake up, other than, you know, well, we've got 3 operators now, I guess, instead of 2, which is it wasn't meant to be that way. It kind of happened by accident. But I think the pattern of new operators, new maps could definitely do with a bit of a shake up. Like I said, I don't work at Ubisoft, and right now I'm not going to go into the whole list of ways they could shake it up, because that's another video that could clearly make it over 10 minutes for that ad money. I'm joking. Sometimes I forget that people really don't like the fact that creators do make some money from YouTube. But if you want to see a video on that, do let me know, because I would like to make a video discussing the ways that they could shake up the DLC plan to make it a bit more interesting going forward. And again, finally, I'm just going to stress this because I know someone will forget it. This is pre-Zombies mode. Zombies is not out yet. If Zombies flops and they don't touch it ever again, then, you know, it will kind of just be the same thing over and over again. Zombies could end up being very good and being everything that I want it to be, which will fix so many issues for me right now with Siege, and I'll be very happy. But like I said, it's not out yet, so I can't put it in there. So those are all the points. I've tried to say as quickly as possible because I like to keep my videos relatively short, but there's a lot of stuff that I wanted to cover with this one. Like I said, this is completely a discussion-based thing. I've tried to keep it neutral, non-biased. I have put my opinions in there a little bit, but the main reason is for everyone to comment down below. Let me know how you feel about them. Let me know if you're bored of Siege, if you're enjoying it more, how you feel about the way it's going at the moment, and what you would like to see in the future. I will be trying to reply to every comment that comes in. So if you comment, in fact, you know what, I'm going to make a promise. I will reply to every single comment in the comments. So that's my promise. I will try my hard. I can do it. I got a phone. I'll be able to reply to every comment. I normally reply to like nearly every comment. So I will reply to every comment that you guys put down. I also want to quickly say a huge thank you to Bubba Faves. My computer decided to commit Windows suicide a few days ago, so I lost all of my footage. So the only reason this video is possible is because Bubba sent me a bunch of footage in the background. I know I said it at the beginning of the video, but again, I want to say thank you because you really saved my ass there, Jeff. So if you want to check him out, I'll put his link in the description. He makes some awesome content as well on Siege. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to follow me on Twitter and keep up to date with everything, it is GamingGains YT. I'll put it in the description. I'm really trying to go hard on the Twitter game right now, so definitely go and check that out and tweet at me. Just tweet something random. I don't even care. Just tweet anything at me because I need a reason to open up Twitter because I am so forgetful all the time. As always, if you do enjoy the video, please do smack that like button and subscribe for some more awesome Siege content, and I will see you guys in the next one.